welcome back to another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Guys, I know it's been a long time, it's been about 8 months since I've posted a video, but we are back out on the farm. We're going to be working on this Mazda 6. We're going to be changing the intake valve solenoids. Sit on top of the motor. It's not going to be a pretty straightforward job. I reckon we can do it in about 5 minutes. Just before we start, just wanted to introduce the new dog here to the crew. This is Charlie. I picked it up. He's about 5 months old now, and he'll be helping us out here on the farm, sorting these install tutorials for you. Alrighty guys, don't forget, if you do need this part, we do stock everything we do tutorial videos on. We stock the part on our website, partsfactoryoz.com.au, links in the bio. Just click the title, link drop down, order it to your door, get it in front of you, and re-watch this video. I'll show you how to fit it, save yourself some money. Alrighty, let's jump into it. Alrighty guys, so here's our part here. And you can see it in under there. You've got, what have you got? You got basically some Torx bits. You got 1, 2, just on the top of my fingers. So one on the left, one on the right. And then if you look straight through, same thing again. You got, I'll just move that hose out of the way. See that one on the left there, then one on the right there as well. I guess the first things first, you're gonna wanna pull these plugs. So just press down, pull up on that plug, and the electrical wires will come off. It just helps you get a bit more room. You know what I mean? Pop that all out of the way. Good thing is they're color coded, but end of the day, I don't think we have any drums with that anyway. Now, once you got that done, you've got all those intake hoses, etc., but realistically, let me have a think. If we move this hose to the left here, yeah, see there, oh yeah, nice. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna come in over the top. Now, as we twist this, see the common thing about these intake solenoids is, let's say a mechanic or maybe yourself, you're working on this battery or you were changing this intake hose, etc. What happens is some people actually knock into it. And if you have a look at this one, I'll just pull it out for you. So this is a Parts Factory one, by the way. So if you do need it, you know who to call. I'll just pull this wrapper off. So if you have a look at this there, see those little plastic tubes that pop off the top? They become very brittle. If you think about it, there's the exhaust, right? And that's right there. So the plastic gets very brittle and it snaps. So as we're pulling these off to change this solenoid, do not be surprised if you snap those little plastic hoses off. So I'm just gonna give it a go for the first one and just see how we go. If I just pull up on it, what happens? Yeah, it's quite tight. So what you do is you get a pair of pliers like this and you come in, and again, don't be shocked if we break this, because at the end of the day, that's the part we're changing, you know what I mean? You give it a twist like that and hopefully, yeah, there you go, you can pop it up. So you just follow that same procedure. We'll come over to this side, give it a nice twist. Hopefully this one doesn't snap, who knows? Yep, that one came straight off, so we're looking good. Now, I can imagine your cars might be different. It's to be expected, depending on the year model, depending on where you live, how hot it is, etc., etc. I'll give that a twist. Yep, that one's spinning. I got this last one here. I'll give that a twist. Yep. You can almost hear an audible, like, when it pops off. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, the last step is just your little Torx bit. Not exactly sure what size it is. What, T20? Go in there, undo those 4 Torx bits and then pop it out. Try not to drop your bolts. I'm going to do that now and I'll be right back with you in a second. So you got one there, you got one at the back, and you got your 2 at the front, and the whole thing will pop up. Trying not to drop any of the bolts, you kind of just leave them in there. If you've got a magnet, you can go in there with a magnet, grab the bolts. Yeah, it's pretty much what I need right now is a magnet stick, because a lot of these bolts are going to drop. If you've got a magnet stick, I recommend using that to make sure you don't drop these nuts and bolts. So once that happens, you can pretty much just rotate it around and bring it out up through. And there you go there, guys. Obviously you now got your Parts Factory one here, so you can go ahead and begin to put that back in. So it's the same procedure, but in reverse, naturally. You just come on in like that. Give it a rotate. Obviously we're going to start putting those bolts back in one at a time. Alrighty guys, so I have gone ahead and put this parts factory one in. Now this is a wrecker car guys, so this car's never going to drive again. So if you notice that I haven't put the other bolts in, yeah, I'm not trying to hide that. I'm not going to bother putting it all back together when it's going to be back in the graveyard for the rest of its life. So the ones with the join, they go to the back. You guys probably already took some photos and whatnot, but if you didn't, that's that information. And then those other hoses, these front ones, bang bang, and then obviously those electrical plugs, turns them on, etc, etc. Good thing is they're color coded as we discussed, and you just go bang bang, and that is it guys. That's how you change your intake solenoids on a Mazda 6 or Mazda 3 actually. All the same sort of anything L3 and L8 I think, these motors. All the same sort of little intake solenoids guys, so job complete. Alrighty guys, thanks for watching another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Super easy one, in and out in literally under 5 minutes. You could probably get it even done quicker if you weren't holding a camera and whatnot. Other than that guys, if you can, like and subscribe to the channel. Heaps of content like this if you are doing your own DIY repairs, etc, etc. May as well have this type of channel in your tool belt for next time. My name's Lucas, catch you next time.